spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye set on you. Oh, I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow still I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not going away. And right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let my feelings show. Always got you on my mind, but I know this time you're on top of my list. Only wish. And as we decorate the tree, only you and me, I'll be making plans, make you understand. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day. 'Cause I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow still I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not going away. And right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let my feelings show. I've been waiting for so long for you, but now I got it planned. I know just what to do. I've been trying to tell you in every way. Yeah, I've been trying to show you, but somehow still I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not going away. And right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let my feelings show. I'm trying to tell you, wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I'm no longer going away. Right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let it show. I'm gonna let it show. I'm gonna let it show.
So that was Let It Show. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to MessyMocha in the afternoon. So those of you who got my message, all right, so I had the guy come out, had to repair the furnace, and while he was doing that, I decided to change some other things. Yeah, there needed to be some duct work and so forth and so on. But I'm here. I didn't know and when it would get done, but yeah, that's out of the way. Whew. It's like these contractors. For me, it's like I think they have three prices. It's either $300, $600, or $1,000. It's most of the thing, $300 or $600. Whether it's 1 hour or 4 hours, it seems. Some of these guys, they charge labor and material. Others just say, well, that's what it is for this type of job. Okay. Anyway, I'm in a Pretty good move right now. Yeah, getting things done. It's December, what's today? The 3rd? Yeah. And I even had my lunch already. Yep. I like a light snack. I did. I had a sandwich and some soup. I did. How about you? Now, what did you guys do this morning? Did you get some work done? Things done? Out of the way? Yep. hmm Shout out to the mob. All my other bears, I call the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way in. Fair use commentary, as always. Broadcast is for education, criticism, news reporting, and entertainment purposes only. Yes, please be respectful, mindful of the words you use in the chat. Afternoon break. Oh, didn't you know? Analyze this at Unwind with Teddy. Oh, didn't you know that if you post something that someone else is saying about me that I don't listen to or haven't watched or whatever, you didn't know that I'm not really affected by it? I can't even say really because I don't even know what some of these folks are saying. I just know if I've never had a beef with someone, mhm, then a person can say all what they want to say, except, things, if they're not true, they're still um, either slander or defamation or whatever. But people are going to say a whole lot of things. And people on this platform, yeah, they like to switch it up. So go right ahead. Do whatever you got to do because I'm not interested. No. So, yeah. All right. Pam said, ate leftover cold fried shrimp. Love them the next morning. Yeah, you can have your dinner for breakfast, your leftovers. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I did that the other day. I had some stir fry. hmm I had stir fry vegetables and chicken breasts over at, like diced up or chopped up or whatever. And yeah, it was had it for dinner. And then the next morning, kind of mid morning, I just, I had it. And I didn't even really warm it up enough. Yeah, because, certain things, if you reheat them, if you microwave, all right, versus using either steam or use the oven, because those kinds of things take a little bit longer. Although there is there are steam ovens out there that work, pretty well, that you can reheat food. And some are saying that it tastes even better, like rice or something like that. Yeah, because you don't lose the flavor. The moisture is, sealed in because of the steam. I might do that. I have a double oven, and I'm going to be replacing some of my appliances. And so maybe I could take the double oven and, because I don't really use both ovens unless, it's a holiday or something like that. And replace one of the ovens either with a steam oven or speed oven. Have you heard about these like speed ovens? You probably heard about them. So you can have like convection and it can microwave and yeah, it can even broil. So all in one. But you have to, depending on the one you get. Mhm. Yeah. So I'm thinking about doing that. I might do that. I don't have an air fryer. Spirit, good afternoon, says air fryer is good for reheating. Oh, you use your microwave to sterilize things. You know what? You can do that with a steam oven too, to sterilize things. And you know what you can do with the steam oven? Um, you can heat up like towels, like if you want to do a facial. This is what I understand, because of the steam, the moisture. Yeah. You know, so people use cooking, appliances, I guess, for different things. Some for food mostly, food preparation. Yeah. Speaking of food preparation, it's important that you have really good utensils. You know, do you ever like you have all of these utensils in your drawers in your kitchen, but you have your favorites because they always work, like your favorite knife that you use for cutting. It just seems like, certain things that you like to use, or when you're eating, certain fork you like. Yeah. You love your air fryer. What is it with this air fryer? So it really works, huh? I'm behind when it comes to the air fryer. I mean, people have been using and they swear by it. So, and it crisp and everything. Hmm. I wonder what is a good brand? Is it, let's see, air fryer. It's the afternoon. We can just have some fun. Air fryer. Favorite um, recipes or van. Let's see. You mean the 50 best air fryer recipes? Okay. Let's see. First thing that you should try with your air fryer: frozen products, chips. Put them in, keep an eye. If they cook in 5 minutes, you know you've got a very strong air fryer. Then start working out how best to cook other dishes. Not familiar? Greatest recipes air fried of all time. So, what did you replace your air fryer? I mean, yes. Which appliance and or cooking? What made you get the air fryer? Let's see. Is it supposed to be like quick, or is just because you don't need? For some reason, I'm thinking you don't need like oils. It's all done, uh, with air, right? Is it like some type of convection? How does it work? Okay, let's see. Strong heat source, airflow, and it helps to churn meals out faster than an oven. Crispy edges, no oil. Great if you're cooking for 1 or 2 people. Great for, well, you can do a lot of things: chocolate chip cookies, cakes, healthy things, salmon with extra crispy skin, juiciest chicken breast. All right, air fryer. Air fryer pepperoni pizza, and so forth and so on. Okay. I have to admit, I have never used an air fryer. I've heard about them, and it sounds like a healthy way to prepare delicious foods. Yeah. Is it expensive? Is it worth the investment? Seems like it. You use it more than your oven. So you have a microwave and you have an air fryer. Okay. And of course, you have your stovetop. And it keeps leftover buffalo wings crispy. Pamela says, I have the original New Wave oven and it's great, but it's too big. I need something smaller. You know, those smaller appliances, they do take up space on your counter, depending on how much counter space you have. And counter space can come at a premium, especially if you like to bake, for example, or, just like prep. You kind of need a prep area, even if you have the tiniest kitchen in the world, like a cart, something that you can, roll out. Again, if you're baking, roll out dough or, you know, do certain things. Yeah. Even a good cutting board, you need space for things, even if you put those things away. Mm. Sounds good. We should have like a cook-off, best recipes. Wouldn't that be fun? It really would be. Oh, I remember watching this YouTuber. She passed away, and she um, had a cooking channel, and her son would record her cooking, and people would watch her because she was so entertaining, African American, entertaining, and she used colorful language, if you know what I mean, all throughout her cooking. She was a natural. She did so well on her channel. She was even featured on asked to come on Steve Harvey show. Yeah. And when she went on Steve Harvey's show, um, of course she didn't change anything. She was being her authentic self. And yeah, and she kind of started flirting with Steve. And she was just very, very outspoken and talkative, and yeah, she had the audience just in stitches. Yeah, very entertaining. And yeah, she had, yeah, she, as a matter of fact, it was kind of sad because she passed away during one of her shows. Yeah, yeah, she had a sudden heart attack. Yeah. Oh wow. And she was not that old. Mhm. All right. So Cheryl says microwave. What about your microwave? Um, I replaced my microwave oven 5 years ago, but have never used it as my toaster oven and stovetop handles all my cooking needs. People are saying that you really don't need a microwave except what? To do a few things, especially if you have, like, I guess these people with these speed ovens or these fryers and all that. You need it for your popcorn, if you eat popcorn, and you need it if you want to quick, like, melt butter. You don't want to pull out a saucepan. And but what else? I mean, you're going to do like a quick heat, but with all of these other appliances, small appliances, it seems you could do away with, or not you, I could. But it's something that every kitchen, maybe you don't need to invest in a large one anymore. Maybe just a small one. Tuck it somewhere in a pantry, on a cart. Um, yeah. Oh, like if you're going to like heat up tea or something like that really quickly, man, the microwave is good for that. Oh, you bake your taters in the microwave. Fast and easy. Ours get used a lot. I tell you what you can do real quick in microwave, and it comes out great every time. You can do corn on the cob. Yes, if you put it in, one of those microwavable dishes, and of course, you wash corn and chuck it and all that. But if you put in, like, break it in half, and you can put season and put a little butter on it, or if you want, just put just a little bit of water underneath it. 4 minutes. hmm Well, I guess it depends on um, how powerful your microwave is, but it comes out and it's really good. I tried that. Or, and another thing you could do in a microwave, but you need to be careful. Um, if you want to cook bacon, yeah, put it on a paper towel and then, lay it out and then put another paper towel over it. You can cook like perfect microwave. I'm talking about real bacon. Yeah. Yeah. You need to test it out because of the strength of your microwave. hmm But once you figure out the setting, yeah, if you want to do that without, pulling out a griddle or, skillet to do your microwave. I mean, to do your bacon, you can use it in the microwave. Vicky Black, good afternoon. My moderator says, I use my microwave for cooking more than I use my stove. When you say cooking, you're not talking about like reheating. You're like cooking dishes? Yeah, I've I just never really used my microwave much for like cooking, except, I mentioned a few things that are pretty good in the microwave. But I guess you can do, except for like, frozen foods or whatever. hmm It's like a mini x ray machine, Spirit says. Learned that from being in the medical field, radiation. So microwaves have been out since what? At least 30 years, maybe more than, I don't know. At least 30 years. At least. Maybe longer. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember, when did we get our first microwave? And boy, when you got your first microwave when it came out, oh, people thought, oh my goodness, it really revolutionized the way um, you could cook or cook quick, you know, get meals prepared. Yeah. Now, if you've ever known an Italian family, real Italian families, I don't know which family isn't real Italian families if you're dealing with any Italians, and they have a mother, a grandmother, they spend all day cooking. Well, it's not just Italians either. I mean, will spend all day making pasta, real pasta. Do you know there are some people that won't eat They don't even consider this, macaroni that you can get or spaghetti. I'm talking about the dry spaghetti. They don't really consider that real pasta. Not coming from a real Italian family. If you've ever had some real pasta, yeah, I guess handmade and rolled and all that love that goes into it. No wonder can you think of anyone that doesn't like Italian food? Now, I'm not talking about like, some dishes. But who? Can you name one person? Unless they have, they can't, they have their diet. They can't have, breads or those things. Who doesn't like pizza? Even if you just have a sauce and cheese pizza. Who doesn't like that? Have you just never been to one of those holiday, maybe not holiday, but just like, office parties, whatever. And somebody brings in something, orders in food, yeah, for lunch or whatever. Pizza, everybody loves pizza. Yeah. Oh, Cheryl says, so you agree. The elders in my family, Cheryl says, spent entire days cooking and were masters of food preservation. But they passed away about a generation ago, and their traditions have not been carried on. I think one of the reasons is the preparation that goes into it. Yeah. All right. Barring, Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving, when you expect, if you cooking food, that you're going to spend enormous amount of time, prepping for those favorite things. Yeah. Who prepares food like that? It's great food. I remember my grandmother. I do. And she had a garden. She was in the South. And she had butter beans and all kinds of, vegetables in her garden. And she'd go out and she'd pick her beans and snap her beans. And I remember being, I was young, very young, probably big enough to help her out. So maybe 8 or 9 years old, something like that. Went to go and visit Grandma. And just to sit there and watch her, prepare food and snap those beans. It was like fun, because you just hear like, snap and string beans. But I guess if you had to really do it and prepare food and do it for all the time for family, it probably would not be as, I don't know, it would probably be just as enjoyable if you like cooking. Yeah. But it was fun. And people, they did have gardens in the South. They did. Tomatoes and they just name whatever. Greens and all kinds of vegetables in the garden. Yeah. And they would just go out and pick it in the morning, wash it, and bring in what they needed. Right? Now we run to the grocery store and you pay $4.99 a pound for it. It just depends on the kind of, tomatoes, or $3.99 a pound, whatever it is. and they're not as seem to be as big and juicy as you could get from a garden. Well, you can go to farmers market and purchase. And I remember my mom loving to go. We're here in Detroit, and Eastern Market is known, and there are other markets around, but Eastern Market, downtown Detroit on the east side, draws a lot of small, I'll say, farmers and those selling, and they'd set up, and you go down to the Eastern Market, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah. And you just see all the colorful vegetables and flowers and just a lot of things that you could, purchase at the Eastern Market. And it's fun. It really is. It's enjoyable. It's relaxing, to go and spend your money with someone who local and there, doing their own farm or whatever, garden. And it's nice. Yeah. What is this? Cheryl says the so-called ethnic and farmers markets are wonderful. They are. They are. Well, Spirit seems to think that grocery foods full of chemicals, unfortunately, other countries don't allow it. You know what? I've heard that. Don't allow some of the dyes and additives that are allowed here in, in United States. Is that why the pick for, what is it, Health and Human Services, is it? Uh, Robert Kennedy? Jr.? Is HHS, right? Do you think he's going to make a difference? Some of the things that he has said, when put to the test, they're not a bad idea. But then he has some ideas, about vaccines and others that are quite controversial. But healthy foods, could some of that be restored? Probably, yeah. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Baby Juju, good afternoon. My other moderator says, I love Asian markets. Yeah. Now, do you have a wok, and is it a seasoned wok? Yes. I kind of like, watching them cook. Yeah. Asian cooking. Well, different. Um, Depends on what Asian, right? Because there's different many styles of cooking. Hmm. Let's see. Carcinogenic toxins permitted in the United States are banned in the UK, which makes you realize just how different food safety standards can be. Do you think one of the reasons for that is regulations are, little, um, they're looser? Is that a word? It is, I think. Yeah. Not as strict for businesses. Yeah. For farmers here, um, additives, what they put and what they put even in the feed for, you know, their stock, livestock and all of that. Because if they were very strict, they can spray. You said they're trying to kill us. That's what Spirit says. Any way possible. Yes, I did ask if your wok was seasoned. It's kind of like, uh, like a good cast iron skillet, right? It's like one of those tools. You can just buy a wok and it's just, maybe I could say season, or maybe want a wok that really is a good wok. Yeah. If you stir fry, and I like to stir fry. Mm. Let's see. We have served different ones. Oh, really? From your yard. Love guava. Oh, you have fruits. Cheryl says your cast iron should be seasoned, but I've never heard about a seasoned wok. No. Pamela says my iron skillets are well seasoned. No. Let's see. The answer is yes, you can season a wok to create a non-stick surface and protect it from rust and corrosion. When to season? Season a cast iron or carbon steel wok before using it for the first time, or if you haven't used it in a while. Yes. So, yeah, I've heard of seasoning your wok. Yes. So now somebody asks, are you supposed to season a wok? Here we go. Here we go. Little, just talk. Yes. Why season a wok? Seasoning a new wok is much the same as seasoning a cast iron pan. The main reason for seasoning a wok is to create a naturally non-stick surface. Yeah. You mean you can make mistake doing? Oh, yeah, you can damage a wok. Says overheating the wok during seasoning can damage both the wok and its seasoning. Too much oil can create a sticky residue rather than a sleek, non-stick surface. Always remember to clean the wok before you start seasoning it. So there's articles on how you can season your wok. So we learned something new. So there you have it. Oh, go and season your wok if you want to. You've never heard of a cast iron wok. I would think, cast iron is heavy. And if it's a wok, it probably is not that. Maybe it's thinner. I don't know. Yeah. Latoya is a cook, says, I love cooking different dishes. Who doesn't like to watch someone cook, prep? Even if you don't cook, it's just always relaxing to, watch cooking. Yeah. The old timers did not wash their cast iron. I've heard they wiped it out, Cheryl. Isn't that what you're saying? They would. I think you're trying to say they wouldn't even put water in it. You mean they just wipe it out with a, cloth, right? Or paper towel. Yes, they wiped it and it kept it seasoned. So it had flavors upon flavors upon flavors. And to get a real seasoned cast iron, that's you gotta pay for it. Mhm. A really good one. Mhm. No water submersion. Do you think there is some truth to that? Yeah. I wouldn't. Um, well, I don't even know if you probably could damage a cast iron skillet. You probably could. Um, Scouring it. Um, but cast iron is you're not going. It's not stick. Yeah, a good seasoned one. It's not going. It's just yeah, it's perfect cooking. I love cast iron. Yeah, but I have other, um, you know, skillets and pans. But I do have cast iron. I've talked about my cast iron skillets too. Um, you don't recall your grandmother washing hers, not even rinsing it out. Mm, okay. Well, look at there. 41 minutes, and we can just talk about cooking and we can just talk about whatever. And yeah, it's good afternoon and it's lunchtime, and it's, oh, you didn't know? You mean you didn't know? Oh, they would burn the residue off. Okay. So, what else didn't we know or should we know? Let me take a look. Hmm. I mean, you can email me right now at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. I am curious because although I haven't looked, um, no, I reported on this just briefly that Trees was not on her YouTube, but she has other backup channels, didn't she? Has anyone? I have not been watching as much, but I should look to see if she's been on. Has anyone? Does anyone know? Email. Yeah. Same with a good barbecue grill. Allow the fire to burn and clean. The reason I ask is because I heard somebody say something. Mm, yeah. And, oh, wait a minute. Cheryl says she has a new channel called Trees Please. Danny took down 3 of her channels. So she is on somewhere. Okay. It's called Trees Please. I haven't been over there. Trees Please. Is it one that someone put up in the chat? Has she put anything on it? I think I may have seen the name or put it up, or somebody asked me to. Yeah, I've forgotten about. Okay, Trees Please. Hmm. Yeah, well, someone said something, and what is this? Danny takes all of her channels down, and Trees just starts a new one. She was on last night. Okay. Same with Jaguar Wright. It just takes her channels down. Why? It's. She was live yesterday. Now I know she has her station head, and I haven't even listened to that. Okay. All right, then catch me up. Okay. Wait a minute. I've lost count. Cheryl says how many times she's taken Jag's channel down. It would seem that Jaguar could just get her channels back. I will remember um, when Jaguar first, well, that I know, first came to YouTube, and she was going around, people would often tell her, Jaguar, you should get your own channel. And she hesitated and hesitated and hesitated for a long time. And finally, she's gotten her channel. Mhm. Like they don't really care. No, it's, yeah. Okay. I'm apparently not subscribed. Baby Juju says she's coming on in 30 minutes. Just got notified. Okay. All right. So anyway, um, y'all remember when um, she came over to my channel and suddenly got interrupted, and it just before I even had a chance to find out what she was going to even say. And I may have addressed it, just barely addressed it. But the very thought that under the auspices of protecting the myself and or listeners or whatever, this animus that really spilled over because I simply wanted to hear what she was going to say to me. That was a missed opportunity because it was in real time, and you never know what I could have found out, discovered, asked questions spontaneously when someone comes to your platform. Yeah. And so the venom, because I either wanted to hear what she said or, I've said this even for people who've said things about me, and she has been one of them. Yeah. But then she came back and she explained, and we figured it all out. People were taking things back to her. She was being she I think she would have meant maybe she got a few cash apps or super chats or whatever to do and say things about a lot of people. Hmm. Yep, and that really started um, the latter half of, well, after September of 2021. Hmm. Yeah, and she was a staunch supporter. She was, and Danielle did take up for her. She likes to say she didn't, but there's many videos that would um, that could dispute that. Mhm. uh, that notion. Yeah, she said she never asked me to speak for her. I never spoke for her. I never did this. I never. Not so. And Trees did. She did play a lot of her videos, and because I remember even saying that. Uh-huh. But the beef, real beef that started. Mhm. It's like some of it, at first, people thought was all made up. Like, nah, that it's they're making this up. They're playing both sides. Now, I don't know, to be perfectly honest. I'm talking about, you know, all the strikes against her or whatever was happening. But I would still ask, who would do that? Who would do that to their own channel? I wouldn't. Who would want to go through that? I wouldn't. Yeah, her comedy. Cheryl said Trees is a nursing professional who hones her comedy routines on YouTube, and honestly, she's brilliant at it. Her routines are so sharp and funny, and she could easily have a career in comedy if she chose to pursue it. Some people are naturally funny. Mhm. There's certain things you can't take away from a person. I've never said that she's not funny. Matter of fact, I've said that she um, is funny. I've said that. Yeah, I used to think that Shandava was funny. The Goodfellows. Remember that line? He said, "Funny how." So I used to think Shandava was funny, um, and I haven't really listened to him. I don't. I don't even know. Does he come on YouTube regularly? He probably does, and I know he's a big following. Yes, Trees is naturally funny. She has a lot of comebacks. She can definitely do that. Who kept saying? She kept saying DR and Trees was fake beef too. She didn't want you to hear it and cause distractions. Okay, baby. Okay, so you're going back to that. Yes. She didn't want me to hear it and cause distraction. Hmm. Well, apparently it worked for a moment because it ended up being big distraction. Mhm. And a person really can't tell who to either talk to on their panel or listen to or whatever. I don't go around saying, you shouldn't watch this person, you shouldn't listen to this, or you shouldn't. I said, do whatever you want. Now, yeah, you can sip on the Kool Aid. That's up to you. Mhm. The level of talent on YouTube is truly astounding, often surpassing abilities of those with traditional professional careers. It's incredible how many people are showcasing skills, creativity, and innovation that or even exceed what we see in established industries. Hmm. Yeah, but she hung out with teddy trolls. Yeah. I don't get it. But, oh, you didn't know? It's not going to work. Uh, Not interested, and yeah, not in a distraction. Yeah. Where was the outrage? Yeah. Where was the outrage? The level of narcissism on some platforms can be quite astonishing, with many creators treating their subscribers as if they somehow work for them, which is honestly hilarious. It's as if they were, no, it's as if the very people who support them are suddenly expected to cater to their every whim. People can come and go, they can do. Yeah. Yeah. And many times, and I still don't know, because I absolutely don't go around watching all these channels, not even in the bushes. There's a couple of channels maybe I'll watch. And when I do watch, it's just like a little bit here and there. I might pick it up in the middle of it. And while they are talking, I'm rewinding and, you know, replaying for myself just to see what they've been talking about. And if I land on something, I'll listen for a few minutes. Mhm. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah. What is this? I listen in double. Yes, yeah, you can speed it up. People speed. Yeah. If you can listen to me, double it up, triple it up, however fast, I don't know. You can probably, uh, I think you can customize your speed if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And I've heard it said that people can double minds up, you can triple it up and all that, and you're still not regular speed. sometimes, sometimes I deliberately go really, really slow, especially when I know they want to rewind and listen. This comes in handy with those who do 5 or 6 hour lives, which is unbelievable. For those who do it on a regular basis, I just don't see how. I'm like, an hour for me is just about, yeah, people know I'm like an hour, maybe run over. It just depends. But majority of my lives are an hour, hour, 10 minutes. And even for the lives that do, I think the best on YouTube, some advice is to keep them shorter, like less than 15 minutes, maybe. Hmm. But that's probably videos and not, actual live, yeah, broadcasts. I cannot believe how they do it. I remember the first time I did my segment. Oh, yes. Every day. I just and I couldn't do like panels every day. Oh, I just couldn't. But it's okay for those, who want to do it. Yes, it is the watch hours, especially when someone is starting on a new channel. I think it's 3,000 watch hours that you need in addition to, so many subscribers to become monetized. And it takes a lot of work to get all of those together to happen. Now, for some people, they can get subscribers really fast. Maybe not as many watch hours, or vice versa. Yeah. What is the key for them is watch hours, which is fine, but I would not want to disrespect my monsters in that way. Yes, for some of the mods, yeah. Yeah. And I know sometimes I've come on really late, and I try to make it known. They have, yeah, it's up to person. But I get it. And when someone does moderate for you, they want to be there. They feel a sense of, duty, even if it's just a small something they want to do. So I get it. But people do have lives. Yes. Who has time to listen to 5 or 6 hour lives? unless you're driving or you have it at, in the background at work. There's a lot of people, I think, that probably listen to YouTube while they're working. They may have that type of job that they can listen to the radio or music or whatever in the background, and it really doesn't interrupt um, the things that they are doing or work. Mhm. Yeah, they can still get things done. Or maybe, some people just like to hear a little conversation in the background. Maybe they're not really following it as closely. Yeah. Mhm. Or music. Yeah. Well, it's an hour and one, and it is 12. No, it's 2:16. I'm looking at the date below it, 12/3/2024, 2:16 in the afternoon. Yeah. And I've checked my emails. We're good. We're still good. Oh, by the way, so what's going on in the news? That's breaking news. Important enough to talk about. Martial law has been declared by the South Korean leader. It's breaking. South Korean leader declares martial law, saying opponents imperil democracy. And South Korea is an ally. How that could affect us, I'm not so sure. I don't think President Biden has spoken about it. He's on his way to Angola if he hasn't already arrived. He's, I don't know. Maybe get away after pardoning his son, Bo. Yeah. It's done, and what is done, they're going to say a lot about, what that's done. All right. I think we're good. I am. Because I plan to come back later tonight. Yeah, not too late. Not beyond 10 o'clock. All right, maybe even earlier than 9. At least by 9, I hope. All right. Biggest bear hugs go out to all the Grizzlies. Please hit the like on your way out. Join me at some time later if you'd like. Email me at unwindwithteddy@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Have a great afternoon.
Come joining us all. The feeling is here today. Come on now, let's go. Caroling through the snow all day. We've been good, but we can last. Hurry Christmas, hurry now. I can't wait to see what's under the Christmas tree for you and me. Oh, little bear toys that cuddle and woo, dinosaurs, boats, and kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming. I know that Santa Claus is coming. Wake up with a smile. The feeling is right today. Magic in the air, 'cause something is waiting for me. Oh, I've been good, but I can last. Hurry Christmas, hurry now. I can't wait to see what's under the Christmas tree for you and me. Oh, little bad toys that cuddle and move, dinosaurs, boats, and kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming. I know that Santa Claus is coming. Oh, little bad toys that cuddle and move, dinosaurs, boats, and kitty cats too. Santa Claus is coming. I know that Santa Claus is coming. Santa is coming.